when you're dreaming from a mill town.
Alright, so what's your name?
My name is Vince Gancia, aka DJ Bamboo.
And where did the name DJ Bamboo come from?
So I was in college, I went to Pitt Bradford. I was running the radio station for about a year. At the end of the year, we had this just like interview wrap-up thing for the year. I invited one of my homies, he played soccer. His name's Toby. Kid's like straight out of Ghana, straight out of Africa. And I was spinning beats. I don't know what was hot back then. I was spinning something cool, juggling it up. He's like, yo, I ain't heard beats hit that hard since my mom hit me with that bamboo stick. And then I got called bamboo stick for like 2 days, and people were just like, yo, the stick's fucking corny, drop that shit. Bamboo kind of stuck. I was soy sauce before that, so like,
Why soy sauce?
I don't know, just like mad racial. I thought it was funny. Like, the Asian kids DJ soy sauce.
So where are you from?
I'm from Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
And what was it like growing up in Monroeville for you?
It was weird. It wasn't like super city, but we had like kind of the kids flow in from, I don't know, the inner city to like the mall and stuff. I like grew up skateboarding around kids from the inner city. Yeah, it was cool. It was a mix of different shit, man. From like, I got introduced to a lot of things way different because I grew up in an ice rink. So
What do you mean by you grew up in an ice rink?
my grandparents used to own an ice rink in Plum. It was like a hockey rink. I grew up there. That's where I like started DJing pretty much. That's where I got my familiarity with like top 40 radio stuff. And that whole like the whole formula to pop music. And then hip hop was later when that family moved away to California, and I had my cousins from their side, the older cousins, gave me their old CDs. Like Nas, Biggie, old Jay-Z, like Wyclef Jean's first shit. That's how I got put onto hip hop. And I don't know, it just branched closer towards the city as I grew up. Then started chopping up with like the Time Bomb Peeps, the East End crew. And then now we're here.
When did you first start taking DJing seriously, like as a career more than just a hobby?
It was probably my junior year at college. I just saw that I was having way more fun with it than I was with the school stuff. Saw that like my progress in DJing was like much quicker than where like the path I was supposed to take for school wise, you know what I mean? And I was having fun doing it. People were having fun seeing me do it, and that's what stuck with it.
What was the first big thing for you DJing wise that made you believe that you really take it as a career and make it? What was like your first big break?
Let's see, 2013 I did the Red Bull 3 style. I was only DJing for like a year and a half at that point. But I guess I just got like, people had a lot of respect for what I did and how I did it and how I learned. Yeah, that was huge, man. That was like one of the bigger Red Bull events that they throw. It's amazing.
So would you say, are there a lot of opportunities for a hip-hop DJ in Pittsburgh, or do you sort of have to pave your own path?
You have to pave your own. I think everyone has a different approach when it comes to DJing. You know, everyone has their own different lane, whether it be radio, hosting mixtapes, or just being like super skillful. I chose like a weird route. You know, I make the radio appearances here and there, but I try to keep it like low key but dope.
Talk about you recently DJing at the Penguins playoff games, and how did that all come about?
That came about just being around, just going to Penguins games myself, being a fan, handing out business cards to people I saw literally. So that came about around this time earlier 2014. It was like winter. The Penguins were looking to bring something new, something energetic. So they hit me up.
And then you've been doing it since?
Yeah, built a good relationship with them. It's real professional. The music there is a little bit different. I play a lot of like radio stuff. But my job, I see my job as a service, you know, so you can't get too selfish with it sometimes. And that's where I feel like hip hop DJs sometimes like get too selfish. And that's why like there's like a kind of just pushes them back down whenever they get to a point, you know what I mean?
Is this like during the games, or like during like the...
Oh, it's a pregame mostly.
Where, like the...
Let's see, this year I played at the entrance gate, like by the Mario statue.
Yeah, like a tailgate going on, or...
Yeah, they're just while people are coming in to get their tickets scanned, that type of thing.
What are your thoughts on the current state of Pittsburgh hip hop?
It's great. It's a little stagnant right now, I guess, with the scene that I'm paying attention to. That's a little bit older. I mean, there's a bunch of like new cats now, but I would like to see the sound change a little bit. The trap stuff's cool, but there's a lot more music. It's way much better than that, you know what I mean? And you can still represent the streets in a funky way, like something jazzy, something funky. So everything just seems so, I don't know, snary. Wouldn't you agree? Just everything's just so like there's no funk groove to anything anymore.
Who are some of the main artists that you work with?
In Pittsburgh? Or just in general?
Just in general.
So you have really close relations with, as you know, BD, Mr. Tour DJ. I mess with a lot of cats that I came up with. Mars Jackson, Hubs, there's Mario Dones. Like, I mean, it's kind of like the generation that kind of formed my like style, my love for hip hop. Just that, I don't know, that golden era kind of feel.
Who are some of your favorite rappers to listen to from Pittsburgh?
My favorite rapper to listen to is Vinny Radio. His flow's insane, but his delivery is so, I don't want to say laid back, but it's so, I don't know, it's like soulful. He has a different cadence to his, like, his rhymes on it. It doesn't make sense. It's awesome.
Yeah. Who else do you like to listen to?
B White, just any of these lyrical dudes, man. He's on that new kid, Tyree. I fuck with him a lot.
Where is he from?
He's from, I don't know where he's originally from, but I know he's like around here now. I said Hubs already.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know. That's about it, really.
Who are some of your favorite producers from Pittsburgh?
Big Andy, actually. He's in the room. I was like starstruck. No Sleep's dope. Like, he's taken that cool route to like the EDM crossover hip hop R&B. Billy Hoyle. I don't fuck with Billy Hoyle. He just has like a weird.
He's low key.
He's low key, but he has this like great ear. He doesn't know jack shit about music. Just has this great ear of like how shit should sound. It's dope.
So do you produce as well?
I do. I keep it super low key though, just for myself till I think I'm good enough. Then I'll start putting them out.
With how EDM DJs, they're pretty much making bank nowadays, playing festivals, doing EDM, and they're not even half of them aren't even playing their own music. Are you ever tempted to ditch hip hop and just start doing EDM and all that?
No, I can't, man. I mean, if given the opportunity, I would flip it my way. I wouldn't like call it EDM, like if you know. But just that whole scene's great. I have a lot of respect for it, but like just the commerciality, is that a word?
Could be.
It is a word now. And just there's a lot of fakeness behind it, man. Like those DJs aren't even DJing half the time, unless like you're like Craze or A-Track. You know what I mean? Like they're just standing there doing this. Yeah, man. I mean the scene I don't F with. There are a couple people that got soul to them. Everyone else is just like a robot.
Do you use vinyl or CDJs?
I prefer turntables. It's not technically vinyl, it's digital. I don't know, it's all through the computer, but it works just like vinyl.
The control discs?
Yeah. I got like this little controller I use now for just like, I don't know, anything that I just need to be there, like super snappy. I just plug in 2 wires. It's super dope. I run Tractor. It's like a different software than most people. They use Serato.
What do you think are the advantages or the disadvantages of using vinyl over CDJs or otherwise?
Dude, there's some crazy shit I can do on that little controller, and I have a machine to control effects and cues and samples and stuff. There's some shit I can pull on that I can't pull on 2 turntables, just because of the fact that, you know, the record's spinning, and then if it stops spinning, like, music stops, but then those things just don't stop spinning. It's all like computer, you know what I mean? But you can't get funky on it. Like, that's my whole thing, is try to stay funky. Like with the moving, like physical discs, just I don't know, the way you touch it, you can just add your own feel to anything.
You do the DJ battles or the showcases?
Yeah.
What goes on with those?
So there's 2 different kinds that I've experienced. There's like the DJ battle, like the underground in like a garage size building, but it's like packed. And then there's like the club DJing battles, which is like the Red Bull type style thing, the 15-minute joint. So the battles I came up on were like the head-to-head battles. These were like 2-3 minute joints. You go back and forth against some dude, and this is all skill, scratching, juggling, tricks. But now it's elevated to, with technology, how you can use like cue points and stuff, because with original vinyl you weren't able to be like, oh, I want to be on this kick here, I'll press this button. Like you have to bring the needle back, put it on the kick. Now you just trigger all that. So then that's what this Red Bull thing is now. It's like this huge monster where you could have 2 turntables, then you're allowed like a controller, a keyboard, or whatever.
How's it judged?
Let's see, the DMC is judged. It's like creativity. It's all the same. Creativity, skill, music choice, crowd reaction. They're all based, like, judged on the same level. It's just like a different kind of judging. Just skill over, party rock. You know what I mean? Which are both important. Like, you could have a dude in a club, the illest scratcher ever, just scratch for 2 hours. No one's gonna fucking dance. No one's gonna buy drinks at your club. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is try to find a balance between the two, though.
How do you typically prepare your set? For one of those battles. Oh,
for one of those battles? I listen to a shit ton of music. Go to the record store, obviously, find, I don't know, I like to go to the comedy section, just find, like, just rips on people. If I know who I'm battling, like, if I know how he looks like, if I know his background, I'm gonna dig. You know what I mean? If I found out his girlfriend broke up with him 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna bring it up in the fucking battle. Like,
so you're going against someone and you know in advance.
Yeah, and if that was the situation, which sometimes it is, like, especially if you're in that circuit for a couple years, then you can kind of know, like, who's about to be up or whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah, I do some digging, record stores, iTunes, internet, and then I go listen to shit ton of music.
What would you say has been the highlight of your career thus far?
Speaking of DJ battles, this has to do with one. I won a battle here against DJ Finesse, who's like an OG, and that won me a trip, like a free, all expenses paid trip to Miami, and that was cool. That was still like super early in my career. I was probably only like 2 years DJing, but definitely got like superstar treatment, like for once in my life. Just got like free hotel, pools, girls everywhere. It was like unreal. It was like a rap video the whole time. It was for like Coast to Coast, that mixtape site. It was like their DJ battle. It was crazy.
What would you say is something people don't know about you that you'd want them to know?
I don't know. I was less than a pound when I was born. I don't know. Is that a fun fact? I was like premature. Is that
less than 1 pound?
Yeah.
How do you bounce back from that?
I don't know. I have sleep apnea.
That's crazy. What's next for DJ Bamboo?
Lots of traveling, man. I've recently have been blessed with the opportunity to travel a little bit. Throughout my whole career, but I just want to make it more of a constant thing. Pittsburgh's awesome. It's a dope place to call home, but once you've been around so much, you feel like there's only so much more you can do. And I'm not saying like I'm like the best, but like for what I'm like my lane, what I'm trying to do, like there's really not much more. Like I'm not gonna DJ at a top 40 club because I hate that shit. You know what I mean? I want to DJ to a room like 4 fucking people that are just feeling it. Got soul. So it's getting closer and closer, man.
Also, talk about the upcoming tour with Beatty that you guys.
Oh yeah, Counterculture tour. He's dropping his album late May. We've been on it. It's a stretched out tour. We started in New York a couple weeks ago, headed to Erie, Detroit, Boston, Cleveland, and there's a couple more. I don't know, you can check it out, Counterculture, BDland.com.
Dope. Alright, thank you. Awesome.